Okay, we've got a live one. I have been called out for a debate by a pro-meat professor. After our recent string of victories in getting pro-meat junk science papers corrected, I have just been taking victory laps over on LinkedIn. I have just been wailing on these guys, the Dublin Declaration people especially. I was blocked by the CEO of the American Meat Science Association, Colette Castor, another person who's totally incapable of defending her pro-meat junk science. What kind of confidence can the people at the American Meat Science Association really have in their leadership when the CEO won't even try to defend this flagship paper that's being called junk science? It's so weak. The worst offender, of course, is notorious meat industry scientist and Twitter bully Frederick Leroy. Yeah, call me JBS because I'm invested in this beef. This guy has all sorts of dishonest manipulations of data to paint a pro-meat picture, as well as just some downright weird personal views. And he's now been avoiding me for 7 months, 19 days, 8 hours, 11 minutes and 22 seconds. And I know that exactly because I checked it over at www.forhowlonghasfrederickleroyavoidedchrisbryant.com, your number one source for finding out how long Frederick Leroy has avoided Chris Bryant. Well, I posted this site over on LinkedIn where I thought it could be helpful to the good people over there. One person who didn't find this helpful was Frederick Leroy, who promptly blocked me. This is significant, by the way, because Freddie Leroy loves to post screenshots of his blocks over on Twitter. Nothing makes this guy happier than somebody blocking him on Twitter and screenshotting it and posting it saying something like, I guess you couldn't handle the truth. I think it's totally fine to block people, by the way. I block people all the time. I'll block you right now. But I know that in Freddie Leroy's mind, he's holding the L because he had to block me. That's why it took him so long to do it. Don't forget, I've been making fun of this guy's junk science in public now for over 7 months. He really did not want to block me, and he really sees this as holding the L. And that makes me very happy. So happy, in fact, that when I found out he had blocked me, I had to go and post a selfie in my For How Long Has Frederick Leroy Avoided ChrisBryant.com t-shirt. Just the 50 likes on that. Fine. Now, of course, we all know the importance of breaking out of your echo chamber on social media, so I went to go and share the good news with Freddie Leroy's friends as well. This is a recent post about him winning some award, and what I love about this is the American Meat Science Association. So this is the organisation whose CEO has blocked me for being incapable to defend the exact same junk science that I'm criticising Freddie Leroy for. They have both blocked me because they can't defend this junk science. This is literally just two incompetent scientists patting each other on the back, while neither of them has any clue what they're talking about. This is like a play conference for fake scientists in the meat industry so that they can hype each other up and put awards on their CVs. It's like the real scientists let the meat industry scientists go and set up their own things so that they can feel like they're important. I came in the comments, I said, lol, he finally blocked me. Since Freddie is totally incapable of defending his own trash science, anybody who thinks they could defend it should reach out. I tagged a bunch of Dublin Declaration co-authors, Paul Wood, Pierre Ederer, Mohammed Kumari, Keith Belk. Can any of you defend this junk science since Frederick Leroy is completely incapable? To my surprise, one of them did reply. Paul Wood comments, Chris Bryant, you are very quick to make denigrating remarks about another scientist, but seldom put forward any rational arguments. This is like a rap battle in science. Please list a piece of science that you consider to be junk and why, then we can have a scientific discussion. I said, Paul Wood, finally, someone who will agree to discuss the Dublin Declaration with me. Fair play to you because all of the lead authors have been running from talking to me ever since I published this rebuttal in Nature Food. Slide into my DMs and we'll set up a time to have that scientific discussion. I commented again, hey, I sent you a connection request, let's get this scientific discussion in our calendars. Don't go shy on me now, it will be embarrassing if you also run just like Freddie and the rest. He says, I'm very happy to discuss the science. One suggestion is don't start any discussion with juvenile cracks at other people that you don't even know. I'm sick of these guys by now because they've been obfuscating and avoiding for months. I said, excellent, then we'll set up a recorded call for everyone to watch. I've DM'd you, let's set it up. Bit of boring DMs, time zones, schedules. Fast forward a few days and Paul comes on to my lovely t-shirt selfie and Paul comments, Chris, I said I would discuss this with you, but I've not heard from you. I would hate that you have to print another t-shirt. And I have to say, on this occasion, he's got me bang to rights. I looked at the DMs and it was indeed me who dropped the ball here. So he's come to call me out. Paul wants his debate. He's going to make it happen. I don't mind that he's bringing a bit of heat at all. I decided to take a look at some of Paul's recent posts, see what he's about. Turns out he's actually one of the guys saying that a country with 66% overweight and obese people would have no reason to reduce their overall meat consumption. So I'll look forward to asking him about that. Okay, something about working with a livestock research group here. Yeah, we know that. Looks like he's a bit of a spicy LinkedIn diva like me. A lot of things being very critical of cultivated meat. That's interesting. Well, there we have it. The debate is locked in. Looks like if I don't debate this guy, he will be calling me out, and he may be making a t-shirt for how long has Chris Bryant avoided paulwood.com. So we don't want that to happen. We're trying to get that debate booked in now. It's probably going to be in a couple of weeks' time. If you want to see that, hit subscribe. And if you want to join us in debate prep and making fun of meatheads, come join the Discord server over at dsc.gg/ChrisBryantPhD. This is Chris Bryant PhD. Cheers.